Market conditions remaining bullish in this bull market. Have a few bullish signs, a few bearish signs. We're stuck right here in the middle. We've got momentum, which is moving back up into the bullish trend zone. Also seeing breadth, which is stuck in that trending zone. We're continuing to see weaker breadth as the market has been making these new highs. This is S&P 500. We're seeing the breadth continue to have less and less confirmation, less and less participation as the market is moving higher. That's one of the bearish tones currently, and not a lot happening with sentiment. Again, as I mentioned, that can stay in that upper range. But the breadth is the concern, one of the concerning things, as well as the location. The bull market is at 2278, which is very, very over. Well, it's as high as it's been in years. So, and we certainly can see that from the chart. The question is, how much more upside are we going to get? Are we going to get a support bounce? Or are we going to roll things over right here? We're certainly at the upper end of that range where we could see some, kind of a blow off top. We could also see kind of a meltdown. We're just going to have to watch the market and see. We're definitely seeing weakness in buy-sell ratio, continued at 0.42 and accelerating a little bit more on Friday. Also, we're seeing, we did see bonds have a retracement. Let's jump over here to the index tab, and we saw TLT move back again, still working in that upper range, or at least working in this new uptrend and then retracing in this upper range here. It's got a lot of work to do, so I'm not surprised to see it rally and then pull back and rally and pull back. We'll see if it does continue to move this direction or not, and if that's going to have any impact on markets currently, but it is something that we wanted to be paying attention to. S&P 500 still has really bullish price pattern here, sitting right at a breakout point. Good solid confirmation bar. 2 days ago, a little bit of weakness or indecision bars the last few days on relatively light volume as well. So it's summertime. We're seeing some, at least in the last couple of days, not a lot of activity. We'll see what this week brings for us. If we jump over to, let's look at NASDAQ. Similar pattern, good solid bar the other day, almost identical patterns yesterday here as well. And then Dow has been pretty weak, but let's see if we've got any bounce here. A little bit, but looking like we're running into some resistance here around that 392 on DIA. Let's look at sectors. We're seeing really not a lot of change here. This is also a good confirmation of really what all the other internals are telling us, that we've just got a mixed market right here. No real solid strength in any one area other than maybe NVIDIA. That's about one of the strongest stocks currently. And our commodities, we're seeing silver pull back here after a pretty nice run. We're also seeing gold. Gold's back down now into that new sell signal or downtrend, and we'll see if it ends up accelerating back down into this corrective zone. This 209 range is going to be the next stop for gold. If not deeper, it could retrace anywhere inside of this box and still be an uptrend. This uptrend this direction, this retracement pulling back. So it could find some support, but in the shorter term, be watching for some continued downside here on gold. USO, similar type pattern here. It counter trended back up. Now it's running into a resistance zone here, right at the underside of that 50% retracement, and some resistance also. We'll see if oil rolls back over this direction. That would be currently the 618 support area. It's still a bullish uptrend, working on a support range, but has some weakness, and if it can start to find some support inside this range, it may have a shot at moving back up. Otherwise, it's in this reverse stair step, moving things down back now, where we have a breakdown, a counter trend up, resistance. That becomes the new ceiling, and then more downside there. So keep your eye on USO today. Muscle stocks, not a lot to choose from here in this group. Again, market conditions are a little light right now. Visa popping up down there a little bit deeper in that list, as well as Pinterest. Pinterest, an interesting name that hasn't popped up for a while and starting to show some significant strength. Decent looking attempt at a breakout right here on increased volume, and also seeing some other names here in the medical space. APLT with a big move earlier in the year, retraced most of that currently. Tempting on that 1-year time frame, attempting some support around that 420 range. Let's take a look at AGS also. This is a nice looking stock, and as it's a couple of big gaps earning, big gap earning, big volume right here as well on AGX. That'll do it for today's update. Everyone have a fantastic day today.